Hello, hello. True Foxy style, basically. Just done a video. Got to this and checked the camera to make sure I was in frame and realised I hadn't pressed record, and this has been an absolute nightmare. So I'm really gutted that it wasn't filming. Basically, thank you to everyone who left me marvellous comments and given me advice on what is shabby chic. You know, I've apparently, with the little bags I made yesterday, I've captured the shabby, and shabby's okay. Shabby I've got down, but apparently the chic is what's missing. And I've been trying. I made this envelope, and apparently less is more. So although this is getting closer to shabby chic, it's still not there, which is fine. I'm good with that. So I came on and I made this, which is a bit of a disaster. That needs something, but I don't know what yet. Did this one, which I was a little bit happier with. It's embossed and then debossed. And this is again an embossed and a debossed. But I had an issue with the envelope because the flap was closed for it to fit through my... I didn't put anything under the flap. So when I put it through my embossing machine, it's stuck to the extent that it won't come unstuck. So I've slit the top, and I'm probably going to turn this into some kind of pocket. So what I think I'm going to do is fold this in half, like so. That's probably a bit better. I'm probably going to do something with this top bit and turn it into... I'm just trying to think whether I want this as 2 pockets or 1, or whether I should cut this and fold the flap over to make it a single pocket. I think I'm going to do that. Now I'm just going to give it a centimetre or so. I'm going to cut here. It has been one disaster after another. So it's, in a way, it's probably a good job that I wasn't recording. But on the other hand, I kind of went through such a trauma to get to this. It was kind of now all to myself, which means I was talking very politely to myself, where what I really wanted to do is just cry. And I'll tell you what, I've never ever struggled with anything quite so much in my life. And I'm all about, you know, crafting is supposed to be fun. Art is supposed to be about expressing yourself and how you feel. And I do not feel like this or this. This is not how I feel. So, okay, I'm going to finish this and then I'm going to tell you about a little decision I've made. Okay, so I have this new glue. I showed it to you in, I think it was an Instagram. This Cosmic Shimmer glue. I went out looking for, after watching The Marvellous Genevieve, she always uses art glitter glue and it has a lovely tip on it. So I went out looking for said glue. Now, my local craft shop, High Craftability, I'd like to say hello to those lovely ladies in there. They didn't have it, but they did have that, which apparently is a fantastic glue. And they also had these little bottles, which also have the little pin in. Oh, I'd love one of those dangles, though, like Genevieve. It's absolutely stunning. And this is absolutely brilliant. I have to admit, I've been very, very impressed with this glue. So I'm actually going to use this instead of my Fabri-Tac. And I am just going to literally put together the envelope that I've spent the last kind of 15 minutes on film making decisions about, which is now pocket. It's not an envelope anymore. I'm just going to wrinkle that very slightly where I can. And then I'm going to tell you what I've decided. Do you know what? I'm pretty sure this is going to do all right for this as well. although I probably should have used, what I'm going to use is the big bottle, because there is no need to use this teeny weeny tip bottle for this. And that's probably not going to come out now, is it? That's a bit of a difficult thing to manoeuvre, that little the little cap. Oh, hi Michelle. Just going to wrinkle that a little bit. There are definitely advantages to wet glue. Absolutely advantages to wet glue. And this, when it's in that little bottle, it doesn't kind of wrinkle up all the paper. Doesn't wrinkle up all the paper at all. It just, you know, it's very flat, like my Pritt stick, which is marvellous. It's great. I don't know whether this would have wrinkled, putting this amount on, but when I'm using it in that little squeezy bottle with the sharper tip, it's brilliant. I mean, it's brilliant glue anyway. Cosmic shimmer. And obviously there's no shimmer. There's no shimmer in this glue at all. So, you know, but, and I'm going to use, no, I'm not going to use the big one. I'm just thinking whether this will wrinkle, because this is a flat piece of paper, unlike the rest of it. And I made a bit of a boo-boo and printed my words onto white paper instead of the ivory cardstock that I thought I had put in the printer. But there must have been one sheet of that just in the way. The ink I've used is the ink that I got from the lovely Abby, which is Victorian Velvet, and it's the first time I've actually used pink. To be the pink ink. The pink ink, first time I've used it. It's its debut outing. But it's beautiful colour, absolutely lovely. Okay, so that's my shabby chic pocket, and it's pants. There's no other way. Okay, this is the part of the video where I need to do a voiceover. This whole project, this whole challenge it got me a little bit upset, to be honest, and this is in the video where I lost it a little bit, and there is no way that I want you to listen to me crying like a lala, basically. So what I'm trying to say is art should be an expression of you, and I completely appreciate being given a challenge, and I understand how you should push yourself and work outside of your comfort zone. But working on something that actually upsets you is probably not the best idea. So I made a little decision that I will do the challenge that I was set, but I'm not doing shabby chic. I will do the shabby element, and I really enjoyed making the little bags yesterday. That's something new. That's something, you know, I don't necessarily do shabby. Everything I do tends to be, I think, fairly neat and tidy. So shabby is outside of my comfort zone. Chic is, it's not just outside of my comfort zone, it's outside of my city. And, you know, it's just not something that made me happy, and it's not something that I can do. Not do, one, not do it any justice, and two, not do it without feeling really under pressure and upset about it. And like I said, art is about it's an expression of yourself. You're expressing yourself in your work, and I think every one of us, junk journalers, scrapbookers, painters, whatever art you do, it's always something that makes you happy, and it's something that makes you feel accomplished and makes you feel like you have some worth, even if the project doesn't turn out quite how you want it. You're still happy with your work at the end of the day because it's something you wanted to do. So I will be producing a shabby journal for my challenge, and that is far enough outside of my comfort zone for now. So thank you so much for watching, and I hope you don't mind the end of this video. Speak to you soon.